All right, folks, welcome back to the Wanneroo channel. Thank you for those that like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I do appreciate that. Also, folks that leave comments and support the channel through the Amazon Associates links. I've been putting in a lot of work to try to grow the channel. And so I'm trying to put out a lot of different interesting videos for y'all. So I appreciate the support that I get from everyone. And we've got a lot of stuff coming up here soon. So today what we have here is just a quick and easy video on how to do feed ramp polishing for your pistols. And to me, I kind of look at firearms as a very much a workman-like tool. I don't really get too obsessed about dings or dents or scratches or anything like that. Even on one of my heirloom guns, like a Mandarin MR73, it's already a police surplus firearm. It's gotten beaten up a little bit. So it's a thing of where, you know, to me, you know, they're there to do a job. So I don't get too worried about, you know, just the average wear and tear that a firearm might get through its lifetime. Now, one thing that can happen is, obviously, you do want to keep things maintained and you want to keep them clean. And as time goes on, what typically happens is that the feed ramps start to get a bit icky and a bit junky, and you start to get a lot of crud. So we'll try to get some light down in here. Like here on this Walther, we're getting kind of a general buildup of crud in there on the feed ramp, where it's kind of actually almost kind of caked on there. So if you can see that, hopefully the camera is focusing in on that. So you start to get kind of a lot of crud and build up on those feed ramps, and we just want an easy way to take it off. What do we need to actually get this done? Well, the first thing that I like to use is Flitz. This also has some anti-corrosion protection, but it's essentially a metal and plastic polish. It's something that to me does not seem to be excessively abrasive, but yet it gets the job done. So I've used this for a while, seems to kind of do the trick. Seems to be kind of that middle ground there of actually getting stuff off without it, you know, being too rough. I'm sure though, if you put it on a sanding disc or something like that, you could tear into a finish or whatever, but you know, for what I use with this product right here, you know, it's nothing too abrasive or too harsh. So what I use for polishing is I just use some ramrods. Now I'll probably do a little review on these at some point. I love these. At first they do seem to be like they're kind of expensive, but I have found they last longer than I think they end up doing, and I think it's good value for the money, and it's a quality product. And unlike Q-tips and different things like that, these are specifically designed for certain cartridge or barrel diameters, I guess I should say. So this one right here is for .308 rifles. And the one nice thing with them compared to a Q-tip is that the cotton is very tightly wound, so you don't end up with like this big ball of strands and other stuff coming off. I would say they're very durable overall. And I love them for just quick and easy cleaning. And they come in all the general sizes. You can get them for, you know, 9mm, 38 special, 357 sized barrels. You can get them for 45 ACP and so on. And they're just super convenient to use. The ones for the rifle, they have kind of a shorter stem on them, and that's why I kind of go for these. If you do want to use a larger diameter to polish the feed ramp, you can just use the regular ramrods, you know, the 9mm ones or 45 ACP ones. Then probably the best thing to do is just kind of cut them off and cut them short. And then the other thing you're going to need is just a power drill. That way you don't have to sit there and, you know, do like you're back in 1820 or something. You know, you can go ahead and put a little bit of power to it and get that rotational action going to polish up that feed ramp. All right, folks, so we've got our SIG P6 here disassembled. This is a 1982 gun that was in service with the Polizei in Frankfurt, and real fine handguns. Unfortunately, these days they are considered orphan handguns by what is now Sig Sauer. They will not service these anymore and will not carry parts for them, so it's kind of sad. But Sig Sauer has been through so many corporate changes and all that the company that existed back when these were made pretty much for the most part does not exist anymore, so to speak. But real fine West German quality. I love stuff from West Germany. During the Cold War, they seem to kind of make really nice stuff. So barrel still, even though it's 40 years old, you know, looks in pretty good condition. It's a little bit worn, but that's all right. And then here are the police markings on the slide, actually. Okay, so pretty much what we have here is we have our Makita, and we're just going to take a little bit of flitz, basically. And just essentially I just need a little bit. I don't need a lot. That's probably even too much, really. And I'm just going to give a good coat on the ramrod here. Wipe my fingers off. And now we're just going to go to town. So let's have a look at this feed ramp. So you can see, you know, it's got some different grunge and stuff on there, kind of with my fingernail. I can kind of like, you know, try to scrape some of it off. But this feed ramp hasn't been touched for a while, so we'll just give it a little polish here. And here we go. And just gonna kind of run it backwards and forwards. Okay, so have a look at that swab there. Definitely took off some crap. And let's just give it a little bit of a wipe. And oh yeah, what a difference there. Look at that. Look how shiny that is. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, pretty easy overall. Now what we can do is, because that other swab here is kind of dirty, so I'll just kind of ditch this one and get rid of it. And then what I'll do is this time I'll just come back, just use a little bit more, and this time I'll just go like a little bit lighter with it, and I think that should be good enough. We'll just hit it real quick. We'll put it back in our drill. Now the other thing whenever you're using the drill here is you don't need to go too crazy with it, because remember the ramrods, the stem here, I found these stems, they're pretty tough. I believe they're made out of bamboo, if I recall. But anyways, you don't need to go like, you know, 60,000 RPM to get this done. So and we're still getting some crap off there, looks like. Okay. Let's have a look at that. Oh yeah. Ooh. Now it's getting nice and shiny there. Oh yeah. I like the look of that. So big change. You know, the nice thing about it is a lot of times if you're just doing your cleaning and you're just kind of running over with like a, you know, just like a patch or something like that, a lot of times it's harder to get that gunk off that gets on these ramps. But by hitting it with the flitz and those ramrods, you know, really does come out kind of nice there. Let me get the light. How's that look? So probably what I'll do to finish it out is I'll just hit it with one more, maybe even go lighter on it, and then just one more, maybe just to kind of like dry it off or finish like a final polish on it, and we should be good for the SIG. Okay, so I just kind of did a final buff on it with just a dry swab, and let me see if I can get a little more light in here. But yeah, it just came up really, really nice. And also too, just kind of use the dry swab just to get around the rest of it here and just tidy that up a little bit. But you can see a big difference there, all nice and clean, all nice and shiny. And all nice and smooth. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's move on to the next gun. Okay folks, so we have our Walther PPQ disassembled. These are now discontinued by Walther. They have moved on to the PDP, I guess it is. This is the 5-inch model here. I bought this to replace my Glock 17 for use in competition. This shoots groups about twice as tight as the Glock, and much better firearm. I wanted a Q5, but I could never find one, so ended up with this instead. So we've got our 5-inch barrel right here. Let's have a look at the feed ramp. You can see that's all yucky, bunch of different material build up there and all that. So let's go ahead and get our flits and our power drill and just start giving it a go. Okay, we're making some good progress there. Looks like a lot of the crud has come off. Let's give it a little wipe here. And looking pretty good still, just a little bit left on there. Let's go ahead and give it some more. You can tell that swab is starting to get pretty dirty there. And let's give it another look right here. So yeah, not looking too bad. So what I'll go ahead and do is I'll go ahead and do another swab on it, and then we'll do one more to finish buffing it out, and we should be good. Okay, here's our second one. We'll go ahead and run over it. Okay, not looking too bad. Definitely a little shinier, a little clean. Let's just hit it one more time here real quick. Oh yeah, I think after we just do one more buff on it, I think we should be good. That's looking nice. Okay, so now this one's just a dry swab just to clean it up. And wow, look at that shine. Let me grab a light here. Oh yeah, that's looking nice right there. Now we have our Beretta 81. So if you've been watching the Reloading 32 ACP videos, you've seen this one a fair bit. It's a 1980 gun that is an Italian police surplus actually. Very fine handgun to shoot. Let's get the barrel out of it and give it a clean, because the feed ramp, because definitely the feed ramp on this I know is a bit grungy. All right, so this one right here, we are going to go ahead and give it a little polish right here. There's definitely some built up crap on that. And then also too, coming into the barrel, that's kind of a mess as well. So we're going to hit that. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and hit the hit on the frame first. And you can see how it's pretty dirty. Oh yeah, that's much improved. Look at how nice and shiny and clean that is compared to the way it was. Very nice. Now let's hit the barrel. Okay. Much improved. Got all that dirt off. Let's go ahead and change swabs. So anytime that the swab gets too dirty, I just change it out and then just put another little coating of flits on it. Again, you don't have to overdo it on the flits, just enough to kind of coat that swab. And here we go. Oh yeah, much improved. So I'll give that a little wipe there. Oh yeah, much more clean and tidy. And let's go ahead and hit this real quick again. Just one last time, and then we'll just kind of buff it out. And I think that should be good. Again, we don't want to overdo it, so that's looking much improved there. And then one final one just to give it a dry and a buff. Okay, we'll just give it one final polish and clean. There we go, looking good. Yeah, oh, that's nice. Look at that. Big improvement there. I like it. All right, so that's the Beretta done. Hey folks, and I have the Swenson barrel for Glock 19 build that I have done and in the process of doing. This barrel here was a barrel I got from Midway. Swenson is like their house brand. And definitely when I got it, there was just a lot of like crap, I think, from the production process actually on it. I did polish it a little bit, but we're going to come back and we're going to kind of hit it again just to clean it up a little bit more and see what we get. It is pretty much kind of already polished, but we'll do it a little bit more. All right, here we go. Ooh, and we broke the swab. So probably starting to get a little bit too fast there and put a little bit too much pressure on it, and we broke it. But hey, that's no problem because we have more. So that is the thing with these swabs. They are pretty durable. Rarely do I break one, but yeah, if you do put enough pressure on them, they will break. So we'll just give it a final buff here with just the dry one. And I think that should do it. Give it a quick little wipe right here. And there we go. How's that looking? All right. So let's go ahead and wrap it up. All right, folks. So let's wrap it up real quick. As you can see, it's super easy if you have the right tools. And these ramrods here, I love these for cleaning. I'll put a link to down below to Amazon. Pick these up and try it out. Highly recommend them. I'll do a full review on them because I pretty much have them in all sorts of sizes, and I just love them. They're just so convenient for cleaning, and they work good for cleaning these feed ramps. So, you know, super good job. And then the flitz also, as you can see, it does a wonderful job polishing. I like it because, you know, it gets the job done in terms of a polish, but it doesn't seem to be something that's super abrasive. Like I said, if you probably put it on a sanding disc or something like that, yeah, it'd probably take some big time material off. But just with using a cotton swab, it does the job that we need it to do. And, you know, we got these feed ramps looking nice and sharp. So I think at the end of the day, super awesome. And then all you need to is a power drill. You know, this Makita here works just fine for that. And also, you don't have to overdo it with the power drill. You don't have to go 60,000 RPM to get it done. You just need to get some nice revolutions in there and you're good to go. So anyways, I hope that video helps you all out a little bit, and I hope you all enjoyed the video. We have a ton of videos coming up soon. I'm working on so much stuff, you wouldn't even believe it. I almost have a backlog of stuff on the workbench that I'm working on. So you'll be seeing some of that soon. And then also too, hopefully we can have some fun and do some reviews on firearms like such as this Sig Sauer P6 and have some fun with that. So stay tuned, folks. and subscribe and like and share. Really appreciate it for y'all to do that. We'll see you next time.